Hello, today we're going to do a quick screencast to show you how to get information about student progress on a course taken in the NTER system. In this case, we're going to use the Energy Industry Fundamentals course, which I've already started. I'll click to that to go to the course as a student, and this is the student's perspective. We'll also show you the administrator's perspective in another browser as we go on with this. So this is the student's course. In the case of the Energy Industry Fundamentals, I've already taken 1A. It shows that I've completed that module 17 hours ago. I'm going to skip over the quizzes for now and go to Module 1B and begin taking that, show you what that looks like from a student perspective before we look at it as from the administrator's perspective and look at how to get the student progress data. Okay, we're in Module 1B now, and we can see the indicators on the left are all gray, which is this key says indicates they have not been started. When a module is finished, or a section of a module, a learning module, that will either turn green or green with a green check if there is a video or a quiz or something that needs to be completed within the module in order for the module to be complete. If you start the module and don't finish and come back later, it will be yellow. So we'll start with introduction. And notice it turns yellow to indicate that I have begun that module. We have handouts at the bottom. We can click till next. When there's no more next button active at the end, that means you're at the end of that module and you'll have to move over to the left side to begin the next part of that. So you can see this one has turned green, indicating that I've finished that portion. So we'll go into the next portion, and this one's a little longer. It's got several other subsections here that we will click through. Notice it turns yellow here to indicate that we've started, and it's still loading here, and we can go scroll through that. And of course, your user will hopefully take a lot more time to go through this. I'll just check these to be sure there are no quiz questions or tests embedded, because you have to complete the test in order to move to the next module. And we'll click on that, and from energy to natural gas, no tests there. New employee welcome. We do have a test here, so I'll just submit a answer to put in there. Answer submitted, and now our button up here will allow me to move to the next section. And as that loads, that's career profiles, and there are no modules in there. Notice it's gray, there's not anything left, and our button over here took a second, but it turned green, indicating that we're finished with that. I can go through more of these if you like to show how this works for things that are required to be taken for the module to complete, but that's the basics of it. And you can see here that we have a check mark in there because that indicates there was a quiz that had to be completed inside there. I'll go ahead and quickly go through the rest of these, and I'll stop the video at this point and start back up when I'm done to save a little time. I'm midway through the utility industry module, and I just wanted to point out that the text on this side will be highlighted to show you which module you're actually in within this larger module. Okay, I finished all the modules. You can see that all of the blocks are green here with the 2 checks indicating that I completed the embedded quizzes. Let's go back from the user's perspective again and look at the page from the portal where the user logs in. It's still showing that I haven't started 1B yet, but that's because we haven't updated the page. That was there from the last time we clicked on it. So let's see if we refresh this page, if it will show us as having started this module or at least completed it. Okay, yes, 1B. Now it pops up and shows that it was complete 1 minute ago. So that shows you how the user can keep track of what they've done. In this case, the user, me, I completed 1A 18 hours ago. I completed 1B 1 minute ago. I haven't even started the review quiz or taken the quiz yet. I'm going to flip to a browser now that is logged in as an administrator on the NTER system, so that we can go look at the student progress from an administrator's perspective. And normally when you come in, you'll be on your personal desktop. You can switch to all courses, scroll down and find your course. Note, this is not, course is not in the CWD folder here. It's in the weatherization folder. The CWD folder is a working copy, not the copy that the students are taking of the Energy Industry Fundamentals course. So we will find that down at the bottom here. Click on that, and this brings up the Energy Industry Fundamentals. We can click Learning Progress, and this will show us a list down at the bottom once it loads of all the various students. I'm going to just type my name in here, so we just show my embarrassing test scores instead of everyone else's. This is it says a filter. You can put a name, first name, last name, or if you know a username, and click in, and it will only show those users with these. In this particular case, I was r.fincher3, so we can do show details for r.fincher3. That's the screen name of the user, and it shows what I have completed and what I have not completed, and we can show and hide details for various users on that. If you want to print reports of all of these, you can click the Reports tab, and you will be given a list of a couple of reports. There are two basic ones. Feedback is the student feedback. Questions are the questions on the report. You can choose to do that in PDF, XLS, which is a spreadsheet format. I've already done a spreadsheet here, so I'm going to bring that up to show you what that looks like. This is the spreadsheet, and I'm going to scroll over there to cover up these names so that we don't give any user information out. But it shows there are several tests in the spreadsheet. This is Excel. You can click the tab, but it works the same in most other spreadsheets. And I'll scroll over here again to hide those user results or usernames. So you have the test results, maximum, pass, failed, all sorts of information. That might need to be a little wider. This is probably it has times, information when they logged in, how long they stayed in. There's all sorts of information here, and it has quiz information. Now if I go to evaluation for all users, I've already moved it over to cover the names here, but this shows quiz 1A, for instance, and it gives you the true false answers for the TF quizzes. The MCs are multiple choice. This gives you the text of the answer that the user gave. If you go to evaluation for all users 2, this gives you the letter number of the answer that they gave. So this is really useful for seeing which questions get missed a lot by students, and maybe going back and reinforcing some of your course material in those areas if you need to improve the students' test scores. Okay, so if we click on questions here, I'll show you how to create this report, or you can view it online in your browser if you prefer. That's the simple way of looking at it, but that's for the entire course overall. So if we go back to we can start at all courses if you want, go back to the course and select the course again, and instead of editing the whole course and looking at that material, I'll show you how I got the quiz 1A information. You can do that by going into content, and it will list all the content, module 1A, review 1A, and there's quiz 1A. And then over at the right, you can do select actions. You can choose to edit. That edits the quiz, timings, whatnot. But for the student progress information and the course test information, you want to click statistics. And that'll bring up this menu with the statistics tab already highlighted. And here again, we have a bunch of users there. And we can export the evaluation data either as Microsoft Excel spreadsheet or as comma separated values, and you just click that to create that export file. I've already done that in this browser. It shows it at the bottom there, and that's what brings up that spreadsheet format that we were looking at earlier. The other format just shows all of the students and their particular progress on the entire course and not this particular quiz. So you can go through and create reports for each quiz that are in the class.